Kev, say it with me now.
Mm-hmm. A pimp named Slickback.
A paper mache Kamala Harris puppet head.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, Majorlytics, twitch.tv/Majorlytics, and it's time once again for Tech Talk Thursdays. It is October 17th, 2024. I have officially 3 days left of unemployment.
Yeah, go ahead and get them. Go ahead and get them 72 hours. Bow, bow, bow.
Before I go any further on that, let's introduce the man, the myth, the legend, the gentleman who is here with me each and every week.
Sir.
Kevin Kev is in the building.
Through the building, through wind, through rain, through sleet and snow. I'm always here because I got no other place to go. That's what I meant.
I told my wife that I said, I don't know, like it's the last weekday. Tomorrow's the last weekday. So what am I fucking going to do?
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do? It's Friday, the last Friday that I have off. What the fuck am I going to do? But then I remembered early voting started today here in North Carolina. Should probably go do that.
Yeah, mine started on the 15th. I think Tuesday. So mine started on the 15th. So we didn't go like the first day. So we're just kind of like waiting for like the dust to settle. So I think we'll probably go either like tomorrow or sometime next week. But we're gonna get that mug out the way. Trust me.
Yeah, I've heard from a Georgian on something I watched. I cannot remember what, but apparently the lines are not long. I don't remember where she was.
No,
but she was like, I was in and out. And I was like,
yeah.
Brad.
Brad said Fulton County had like the highest turnout the first day.
Yes, over 300,000 people showed up. I think they were like, I think it was like over 175% turnout from 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost triple the numbers.
Yeah, so people said, I got to get this mug out the way. Get it out the way.
I'm bummed I found out today that it was official that Claudia and Karina were taken off the ballot in both Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Like official. Like I knew they were having court troubles and I couldn't remember. I think in Georgia I knew.
Right.
Philly I was still up in the air about, but I saw the map they released today and boy, they explicitly call out Georgia and Philadelphia as being blocked off the ballot by Dems.
Ooh.
I was like, oof.
Yeah, we still got 4 more choices. So,
oof.
One of them Jill, but we're not gonna talk about Jill.
I've heard some things about Jill.
Ola. I think what was like Oliemi. Oliemi has said enough. Like all you just need to do is watch Oliemi speak about Jill from her interview on the Breakfast Club. That's all. That tells me that will be all the reads you need for Jill. Cause yeah.
But Kev, what
Oliemi didn't pop off.
As black men, what are we doing right now? Talking about somebody other than Kamala Harris. Like we sit here and got scolded by President Barack Obama.
I mean,
black men got scolded by Barack Obama.
Well, to be fair, Barack was kind of right.
But she has 80% support of black men.
Right.
So
it was the equivalent of he was right in general, but he wasn't right in the main part of like where the support lied, and it was like the support lied. Like, no, he was right about misogynist black man not wanting to feel like they can't vote for a woman, but then he was also wrong in the fact that they were actually voting for this particular woman
like,
in big spades, and so then it was like, I see what you tried to do there,
but the math ain't mathing.
But the math ain't mathing. Like, okay, so I mean, like, if we were talking about other races and in other ways, sure, with other candidates also, but in this particular one, I think that the turnout was strong. If you get 80% of black man,
yeah, I mean, because like if you try to compare it to Hillary,
yes,
oh, I got put like, and especially when Trump was an unknown, like an unknown. I can see your argument, maybe, but it's also Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will say that, look, I voted for Hillary, but if I had known there were other choices in 2016, I would not vote for warmonger.
No.
Just like in 2024, I'm not voting for warmongers.
It's like people always want to say it's best. People always want to say it's basket of deplorables, but no, it was Pokemon Go to the polls. That's what killed it. We always want to say like basket of deplorables, and I'm like, nah, that wasn't it. It was Pokemon Go to the polls. And once Pokemon Go to the polls hit, I was like, girl, I seen exact girl, you did not eat with that. And then after that, then it was definitely Pokemon Go to the polls. Because it was like you literally looked that up 3 minutes and you thought you ate. That was your Howard Teen moment. Like,
but unfortunately, she already clinched it by that time. So it's like, fuck it, what do I got to lose?
Yeah. So it was, yeah. But yeah. Early voting. So definitely early voting. So go ahead, and if you got absentee ballot, go ahead and fill that. Please, if you're gonna drop off your absentee ballot, drop it off at either specific local, specific clearly marked drop boxes, or at wherever you early vote at.
Mm-hmm.
So if you basically fill it out, take it to wherever early voting is, and drop it off there. So that way you know your vote is counted. But me, I preferred going in person, early voting. Also find out where your Sunday voting is, because there are some that vote on Saturday. The polls are open for Saturday
Souls to the
Sunday. Souls to the polls, right? There's also souls to the polls. Get your peoples together. If somebody can't drive, or somebody has car issues or troubles, take them with you. They can come vote. They can come vote with you. I'm like, there were some times I'm like, couldn't make it. We went together and we voted and we were good. So,
and then I also want to remind people too, on November 6th, it does not stop.
It doesn't
stop. Just because you voted,
it doesn't stop.
It does not stop. You need to continue to organize. You need to be out in the street. You need to continue to make your voices heard. Because as much as these black liberals out here are sitting saying, like, because now the latest thing I've seen was, oh, they think they can control her by saying, hey, we can move her to the left, and you think you can control a black woman? Don't let that anti-black rhetoric sit. That's some anti-black rhetoric. No. If that's look, she's courting Republicans for a Democrat, which I feel like should definitely point to things that people have been saying about the Democratic Party. But just in case you still want to believe that they're left, make sure you keep these politicians accountable. That they didn't leave you behind. If y'all keep saying y'all are left or left of center.
That's what I'm saying. Call your congressman, write to your congressman, like I say, speak to your congressman, go to these town hall. If they have town halls in your district, go to the town halls, wherever you need to do, communicate, do what you can within the letter of the law, and like I say, just like I say, build your community, like start, like start up the funds, get your plans of actions together, because like I say, just as Major say, it don't stop at after November 6th. It don't stop after November 5th. Doesn't start after Super Tuesday. It continues.
So
It continues.
Continue to organize.
Continue to organize. Continue to speak truth. Continue to speak truth to power. Continue to like bring proper information to the masses.
I mean, Diogen says, left of center today, Republican bigots in the future. The left of center today are the Republicans of today.
Mm-hmm.
Like those who are claiming to be left of center, the liberals are the Republican bigots of today. Like what there's no difference.
Mm-hmm.
When we called them Blue MAGA earlier,
mm-hmm.
like they only just continued to show their ass.
You gotta be like the, you gotta be different from the other party where you have to be susceptible to criticism. Period. Exclamation point. Nobody is above being told off. I said I love Major, but I have to let Major know you're fucking up, bro. Because again, no matter what we are, no matter who we are, where everything, you gotta stand up and say, no, you're messing up, bro, and I need you to know it. I'm not gonna hit you with a 3.5 hour like video doc on YouTube about it, but I'm gonna take 5 minutes and let you know.
I mean, some people need that though. So look, we need to hit them with like the inconvenient truth part 2. Democrats are who they say they are.
You need the charts and graphs. Some people just need the charts and graphs. Sometimes 5 minutes and a stern talking voice get the job done. Outside of that, sometimes people need visual aids. And sometimes people just be like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take this. Let me go ahead and give me that badge. Give me that badge, brother. Let me just go ahead and clock out for the rest of the day.
I've been informed that I am incorrectly referring to the Democrats by a different name that they do not identify with, and for that I do apologize. I should recognize the people and the names that they would like to go by. It is only polite for me to call Democrats Democrats and not current future Republicans.
Right.
And by current future Republicans, I mean current Republicans.
Yeah. Current Republicans. It's like
sorry, liberals.
Yeah. They're not Republican light.
Yeah.
Like I say, half, half happening, a little more of the scruples, half of the morals.
I mean, but you heard, look again, Kamala said on the Breakfast Club, she said everywhere, she is not going to have the same presidency as Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it really looks like it, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she's bringing Republicans on.
Mm-hmm. It's that whole like we need different voices to understand, but it's like, okay.
I mean, Diogen, you are absolutely correct. We've had this conversation. I've been told not to call her a cop.
Because she's not a cop, she's a prosecutor. She was a prosecutor.
I mean, I feel like we just like splitting hairs at this point, but I mean,
we're not splitting hairs. We're not splitting hairs. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna hit somebody, make sure the hits are clean. That's all I'm saying.
It's politics, baby. Ain't none of it clean.
Mm-hmm. Be like,
see, Dodger, I tried to say that. I tried to make that argument. Prosecutors can be ops too. Oh wait, no, they can be ops, but not cops. That's the. I think that's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ops, not cops. That'd be good. There you go.
All ops are bad. OAB.
That don't feel right.
It doesn't. AOB.
Mm-mm.
Ops,
Nah,
but
I
not
think,
cops.
yeah, I think you need to let that one go, Mitch.
Look, I'm trying to like all ops are bastards. um, let's see what else is going on. Seeing as that Sin is gone again, I did want to have another discussion. I was hoping Sin was going to be here for it
Mm-hmm.
because
We'll have to keep him abreast of the situation.
I wanted to talk about content creators
Mm-hmm.
and or like people in the media spotlight who have very problematic views.
I think I know what you're going with.
It
This.
tend to go on tirades.
Yeah, I'm definitely know where you're going with this.
Because two people this week decided to open their mouths or run their fingers in such a way that was like, man, didn't know you felt that way. But I mean, maybe it was better when you didn't say shit.
They were saying stuff. It was just like, oh, now it's actually, now actually my words is catching up with me. Bad.
Well, that was for one. The other one just recently just popped off apropos of nothing.
Yeah.
But apparently not, like looking at other things that were written. Oh no, she has definitely been about this life for a minute. But of course, I'm talking about Asmongold, who has gone through somewhat of a public thing. And Brianna Wu, who's been, from what I've been able to discern, going very much under the radar.
Sneak diss. Very sneak dissing.
So we'll start off with Asmongold here. Asmongold, apparently on the stream, I do not watch, so I've been getting this, second, third hand, right?
Yeah.
Asmongold has apparently been for some reason, I don't know, maybe it was just conversations going on in his stream. I do not know. Yeah. But at one point in his stream, he decided to just go the fuck off on Palestinians.
Yeah.
Only for him to come back like a couple of days later with an apology. He said it was on his own. Nobody forced him to do so. Explaining the situation the best that, a white guy could who was caught being super racist on the internet. But acknowledging, one that apparently for the past few years, his demeanor, his attitude towards the world has been circling the drain or some shit. And that he's taking a break from a lot of this stuff. He's going to clean his house, I guess. Apparently it's notoriously dirty from what I read.
Very, very dead. He had a roach crawl on him.
Nah, dog, that's not great.
He literally got to get his house in order.
Yeah.
He literally do. Like, my brother in Christ, like, no.
Let's see. Apparently, Asman decided to go full political commentator instead of gaming. However, he knows nothing, so he just parrots right-wing talking points. And so, like, I think that's what kind of got him caught up. That's what he kind of basically admitted to from what I was reading online, what I was hearing from other news commentators. I forget who the dude was. I recognize the dude that was on that video you sent me, Kev, but...
Oh, Philip DeFranco.
Thank you. I don't watch any of this shit.
I haven't seen the Philly D video in a long time, but he pops up every now and then. But he pops up because he's still popular. He pops up on my for you feed sometimes, and I'm like,
like I see none of that. So it's like I don't know who these popular Twitch streamers are, who these popular YouTubers are, like just for pop or just popular altogether, right? So but like I recognize faces. I think this is the first time I've seen Asmongold do anything. Like I read his name every so often.
Yeah.
but it's read it towards okay, I know to avoid this dude. Don't watch his vids because he's very centrist left. I get that feeling too. It's like something about Phil DeFranco is like, I don't know why I don't trust you, but I don't trust you.
Yeah, there was a point of like a lot of his videos had a slant, and there would just be some times where I'm like, I literally cannot watch all these because I would have so much of a backlog. I can't watch all these, so I just kind of like dip. So I'm just like, yeah.
And it's like the information that he's provided. So yeah, I don't need to know any of this. So
yeah,
bye. So yeah, there's Asmongold who appeared like, so from what I heard from the Phil DeFranco video is apparently the people who came in kind of checked to see if Asmon was okay were Palestinians.
right.
Which it was like, oh no, this opened my eyes to the plight of the Palestinians. I just always took Palestinians to mean, you know, Islamic fanatical people, or like I guess like the well, I don't even know if Islamic jihad is correct. Jihad definitely means something different than what we were initially told.
Like like radical fundamentalists.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, after they checked on him, kind of had conversations with him, he says his views have changed on that subject. That maybe, you know, whatever dark pit of the soul he was in is not good. He's going to go, you know, take care of himself, do this, that, and the third. So cool, whatever. You do you. I will not be around to check.
No, I'm not checking on you. Like, I mean, you know, go, you know, go be well, be safe, be good. I won't be clocking for you, but you know, go off and do what you gotta do. Paint, you know, meditate in the field. Do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna be looking at my peoples. I'm gonna be checking on my folks. You got it.
So yeah, that happened. But the one that I am really concerned about is the Brianna Wu. For those who don't know, now this one I know a bit about because of Gamergate. Back 10 years ago, man, it's been 10 years since that happened. 10 years ago, apparently there was some issue with journalists and game developers and just a whole bunch of mess. Something about what's it? Depression Quest. I think that was Brianna Wu's game, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. No, that was Zoe Quinn. Sorry, Zoe Quinn was the developer of Depression Quest. So I don't remember how Brianna Wu got into this. Because again, there was a lot of shit that happened, and it's like, look, can we just not be shitty to journalists and developers who aren't cis white straight men? Like, let's just do that, right? Oh, that's fun to know. Brianna Wu pushed themselves into Gamergate.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Sounds about white.
Yep.
Brianna Wu has been blocked by many a couple of years ago when the right-wing grift started with attacking the left. Then they went full turf.
Oh, yeah.
So she's been problematic for a minute.
Yeah.
But again, because
yeah,
she is person that don't harass women. That, like, I feel like full stop blanket statement. We don't need any qualifiers with that. So it's like, hey, just stop fucking messing with people, right? Didn't really care much about Brianna Wu, right? But know that apparently, yeah, she was in his Gamergate shit. Which, again, fighting against Gamergate, good thing. But I will not give a pass. No matter what marginalized community you're in, no matter what fight you fought before now, but if you cannot stand up for basic humanity, if you are literally individual who is not a part of the US government or the IOF, just a person, loudly and proudly calling for the extermination of a people, I do not give two shits. I don't give one, half of one, 1% of a shit. Your ass is getting called out.
Yeah.
So like a few days ago, about 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken from the tweet, she just went on like a full Zionist outrage, like just a tirade on Twitter. Let me see, because I think I posted that link somewhere, so I don't have to go Google it again. I mean, wars are tragic. People die, so it is unwise to start them. Okay. So you would think, just, you're right. Israel should not have done this, right? The reason this conflict has raged for 76 years is Israel has never been allowed to win, and their opponents are always allowed to draw. I want to point out that this shit's been going on for 76 years because a state that should not exist invaded a land they had no right being in. They went in and killed hundreds of thousands of people who already existed on that land. Displaced millions of others. To keep it a band and a buck with you, Israel has been winning for 76 years. Israel is still there. The fuck you mean Israel has never been allowed to win? The fact that you say Israel at all means that they won. The fuck is wrong with you? Open up a fucking book. Damn. Excuse me. It's hard to see civilians die. It churns my stomach too, but the truth is Israel has every right to defend itself. Sorry, let me finish. And their theocratic Islamist opponents are committing war crimes by operating in civilian areas. One, according to the UN Charter, Israel does not have the right to defend itself if it's the occupying force, you dipshit. Palestine has the right to resist an occupying force. They are not theocratic Islamists. They are an oppressed people who lives in a piece of land that's 5 miles by 25 miles. I believe Raleigh and Atlanta are bigger than Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the fact that they're saying like, oh, they're operating in civilian areas. So in what place let's just take that at fucking face value. In a 5 mile by 25 mile area, where is an opposing force that's not allowed to have weapons anyway able to set up a military installation for fighting. You ever stop to think that you brought the war to somebody's doorstep and someone's like, you know what? I'm not going to take this. I'm going to fucking shoot you back. The most effective way to end this horror is to stop holding Israel to insane double standards and let them eliminate the terrorist freaks that are destabilizing the Middle East. Oh, so you're right. So we should stop arming Israel. Fucking locked up Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever the fucking gallant dude's name is. What's it? Smobridge, Ben Gavir. And you know what? Throw in that weird lady that shows up every once in a while who's like a mayor of a town who said that we should wipe out Gaza so she can get beachfront property. Whoever that weird ass woman was. Let's get rid of the terrorists, right? Let's get rid of the IOF. Let's finally get them, let's get that shit done. If America had any sense, we'd support them and understand this is a gift to the world. Yes, you're right. Palestinians are a gift to the world. Israel is a settler colonial terrorist state that's trying to drag the U.S. into a war in the Middle East. So with my whole ass chest, fuck you, Brianna Wu. I hope, and it's sad because at one point you didn't get this, but you know what? Zionists, genocidists don't get a pass here. I hope you never know peace again. You fucking piece of shit. Somebody, and I just want to make sure, and like, again, this isn't me being performative because somebody asked earlier about like podcast recommendations. Somebody or like stream recommendations, and somebody suggested this show. And if you're here to watch this stream, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But as I said then on Mastodon, I'm gonna repeat that shit here. I hold no fucking quarter for Zionist bullshit. And I believe I can speak for the show, the people who are part of this community. We don't put up with that shit. I may just be the most vocal about it.
That part.
Because I'd be damned if you won't sit there fight against fucking liberation. You won't sit there play in my face with that bullshit. We ain't free till we all free. But of course, you know, white folk don't understand that. What's going on, Ruin? How you doing? Yeah, people got some wild ass fucking excuse me, not I've heard that Zio is problematic. I do want to respect that. Zionists, there's some weird ass Zionist takes out there this week, like for real. And I had to take some time because again, this is in the sphere of topics we talk about, like gaming, content creation. I feel like those should be talked about. Like, it is not fair that Osmond Gold gets hit with shit, even though I do not care about him. And there's somebody else that everybody just elevates up to some upper echelon because she was a victim of Gamergate, regardless of how much she was a victim, and not be held accountable for her wanting to exterminate people. It's giving fucking third wave feminism, where it's like, oh no, the white women need to be saved, but no black and brown people. No black and brown women deserve it. I care about my health care, so I'm going to vote for a Democrat. Okay, but what about the Palestinians who are having to deal with this shit with no medicine, no tampons, no anesthesia, and they're going through periods and having babies too? Could possibly use some of that health care that you sit there afraid of losing, but can't get it because they're in a fucking war zone they did not ask for. And probably weren't going to get even if there wasn't a war zone at their front door, if they had a front door. Think about the woman who got burned alive last weekend. How does it make you feel that some kid got burned alive with an IV still attached to his fucking arm? The motherfucker was trying to recover from a previous bomb and then got bombed and burned to death. And sadly, that's even related to his podcast because he was studying to be a computer engineer. Somebody who could have helped his country when he finished studying. Now he's gone. He was the breadwinner for his family. But I guess even that doesn't matter because his family was fucking burned down. His family was burned. But yeah, fuck y'all, fuck your shitty ass takes, and I hope y'all fucking die in a fire. Anywho, I need to collect myself. So bear with me. Kev, if you have anything you would like to say, to ease this transition.
I mean, I played the Steam Next Fest.
I'm looking forward to what you have to say in regards to that.
Steam Next Fest, yes, we are tuned into status where we are playing gay.
Thank you, because I was not in the mood to say that.
Yeah. Steam Next Fest started this past Monday. Downloaded a copious amount of demos. I have written down some if I can find my notes. I never can find my notes when I need them. Oh wait, I'm laughing. I actually put my notes away. I actually put my notebook in the right spot now, so I looked for nothing. All right, so yeah, I have played. So over in total, I have downloaded like 23 demos, but this list is still like loose. But I played and made videos for about 17 games. And the games of which I played were Luma Island, Warside, Ale Abbey, Link's Banner of the Spark, Tower Factory, Tiny Kingdom, Temtem Swarm, Eden Survivors, TMNT Splintered Fate, get it. Keep Driving, Tranquil Island, Cook for Love, Galaxy Getaway. I made an attempt. That didn't go the way it was supposed to go, but we move. Karate Summit, Survivors, Lonely Mountain Snow Rides, and Willamette Work It Out. Now, the ones that I'm gonna drop a loose list. Basically, I don't know. I think I might do about 7. A nice little 7, and the ones I think that really resonated with me were Luma Island. That one just felt like I couldn't exactly explain what it felt like. It really felt like Dinkum. If you've ever played Dinkum, it kind of felt like that, with that semi-procedural world, but there were nice little nooks and crannies where I can kind of traverse around with. So that was fun. And of course, had multiplayer elements in it, so that was also cool. Linked Banner of the Spark. That one was kind of cute. it kind of felt like I was playing a very plucky Saturday morning cartoon. It definitely had like Mega Man vibes. Keep driving. That was pretty much like Oregon Trail, but instead of you traversing to Oregon, it's like trying to get it to go to your trying to travel to your friend's house before the end of the weekend for the summer. So that was actually that was actually pretty fun. Splintered Fate, that was basically Hades but with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and also has online co-op. So if you ever wanted to play Hades with your friends, you can play Splintered Fate and you can do the same. So that was actually pretty dope. Um, Lonely Mountain Snow Rides. That's basically if you've ever played like downhill, which I didn't, but it's like that. It's like you have like a course and then you just have to make it down to the end, and you have challenges where try not to like wipe out X amount of times.
What was that Windows 3.1 ski game?
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that ski game.
It's like somebody just like that was the remake of that.
It was like the HD reimagining of that game.
Yeah.
It really felt like the HD reimagining of that, except there's not a Yeti that comes
Yeah.
out of nowhere and eats you. Like, but I did feel like that a Yeti would pop up and eat me.
Yeah,
it was just like,
Merge put out a video for that. I looked at a little bit of it, and then I went and downloaded it. It does not play as great as I would like on the Steam Deck. And even it wasn't registering keys properly. It wasn't registering like button presses properly. So like I was stuck in the tutorial, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I get the gist of this. Maybe it'll work on my PC. I don't know, but I'm good here.
It definitely worked better on my PC.
Okay,
I'm always kind of give demos like a bit of grace when it comes to like performance.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
I will say. I mean, it wasn't I could have gotten over the performance bit. It was I think it was the crouch. I was in a tutorial. It was trying to teach me to crouch, and I could have sworn I was holding the X button for crouch. But it's like it didn't want to recognize it for some reason, even though my character was literally crouching, or at least what I could see on that 720p screen. So like, I don't know. Like again, I might try it again on the PC, see if it can get past it. Because I mean, I wanted to learn how to play it so I can at least be decent. But yeah, like once I realized that the X button wasn't working for me or wasn't being registered for the tutorial, I was like, okay, I get this. I get it. It looks nice. It does look nice. Like watching Merge's content on YouTube, you can find him at Platform Goblin, I think. I don't know. I wish Merge was here and he could tell you. Or maybe not, because then I don't know. He'd be like, don't watch my channel. But I will recommend that you go watch his channel.
But see, I would definitely watch the channel if I knew.
You know what? Fuck it. I mean, it's a public YouTube channel, so.
But yeah,
it's Downtime Arcade.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I've recorded gameplay of it and I've uploaded it, but it's like I have not even like set it up to be like watched yet.
Yeah, I decided I thought about creating content for some of the stuff, but I was like, I don't know.
You should. But like I say, you play significantly less demos than we do. I would say
I don't know what to look for. I don't want to look through I want a curated list, and it's also that thing of I wish that Steam Next Fest did not take the demos away.
Well, I mean,
I wish they would just keep them there in perpetuity. That way, after they're done promoting it, like there is a list of games that I can go check out demos for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why to me it's like always been like a mad dash because it's like they take the demos or they take the
Yeah.
demos. Wait, well
Some
some don't,
stay. Some
some stay,
stay.
but
Because yeah, like I'm
others,
pretty sure I
yeah.
still have like demos. I still have playable demos installed on this PC from
I had
previous
I
Next
had
Fest.
I had one for Mirthwood for a long time and I hadn't played it to the point where like I had to let it go because I'm like I'm going to be downloading a lot of demos and I need that hard drive space and it wouldn't make it wouldn't make me a lot of sense for me to sit on this and not do anything, like sit on it and not do anything. So I just said I'll let it go. But yeah, it is a bit of it is what you would consider to be a mad dash to like try demos. Um that's why I try up until like almost the last hour to be checking out demos because I want to make sure that I find that good game that I play because that's how I found Balatro. I found Balatro because it was like I was literally on Monday. I was on that last day. I was wrapping up. I was finishing up. I was tidying up demos, and then I just happened to try Balatro, and I was like, you know what? Oh, this is nice. And I was like, you know what? Bump it. One more. And I ran it back, and I turned on OBS, and I slapped together a thing, and I played it, and it was such a good time. And they sent me a key for it, and I was like, cool. But that's also kind of a reason why you do the demos because it's like it's basically me showing, hey, I like your game. Slide me a demo. Just slide me a full key.
Yeah, let's see. Like, yeah, as Kev said, I didn't try out a lot, but I did. So like emails I got from like terminals and Lurkit and Keymailer and all those is where I like picked up demos from, right?
Yeah, I don't even when they send me demos, I don't really like, especially like prior to an event. I don't even acknowledge them because again, what that does is that basically says, oh, you'll do demo coverage for us. But if you were already going to do
Oh no,
demo
I didn't.
coverage,
Oh no, I'm not saying like I claim it. It's like
right?
when Steam Next Fest happens, like that's when those marketing people will send emails saying, "Hey, try out the demo."
Right.
So then I save those emails, especially if I'm getting them when I'm on my laptop or not at this computer. I'll save the emails and then come here and download their demos.
Right. Okay.
So it's like, all right, these are the list of demos I will try. So like Awaken, First Contact, Diesel Dome. Granted, we consciously made the effort for Unreal 2.
I basically was saying like I don't know if we'll be able to sit down and fundamentally play that, but I definitely wanted us to be like we should at least if we have the time and the energy to do so, we should possibly check it out. Like maybe if we definitely have
I mean,
time.
I feel like that's just something we would just get.
Yeah, we would just and then also I figured we would just get it anyway.
Yeah.
Like we would just get it, or reach out for it, and then say like, well, let's just do like a dual record thingamajig, and then it'll just be our gameplays on our channels. But that was just Jesse, you say that was just going to be one of those things that we would probably acquire at some point. So I wouldn't necessarily have felt like, but then also like I would be like, well, let me see Stumped play it, because I've been watching a lot, because I got a favorite channel called Stumped, and they play a lot of these like multiplayer type games. So I'd be like, how does Stumped feel? And generally, how Stumped feels about a game is generally how I feel about a game. So more often the time, I've been sold games because of Stumped. So, so it's either General Stumped has games that I like, the Stumped crew has games that I like, or I like games that the Stumped have played. So, So yeah, I would. Yeah, it just probably would want to be one of those games that we would definitely either buy or reach out to, or reach out for. So
Um, let's see. Others on the list: Neo Harbor Rescue Squad.
oh, that's Trauma Center. That's literally Trauma Center on the Wii.
I also
Yeah.
tried Shredded Fate or Splintered Fate, excuse me. Keep
Which
Driving,
hmm
a game
I was
that
gonna
I've already
recommend.
cursed you out for that you told me to put on a wait list, on my wish
Yeah,
list. Eden
yeah,
Survivors,
yeah.
which it's okay.
It's strongly okay,
It's okay.
but the one that got me was the most divisive one. The one that was that's like big, very, very divisive to those who are a fan of that game. Temtem Swarm. I like that one.
I actually enjoyed it so much that I did download that one to my Steam Deck and continue
Yeah,
playing it.
yeah. That's gonna be one. That's gonna be one that's gonna be hard for me to put down, and that might be
I even
a winner
it
chicken
even had
dinner.
me go look at Tim Tim. It's like, all right, should I check this out? I went to look at Tim Tim. I said, no, I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I
because
don't want to play
no.
that game, but I will play
Look,
Tim Tim Swarm.
and that's what I'm saying. Like Temtem Swarm is like the reason this is kind of contentious because um Temp like Temtem like was a game that was supposed to have like a lot of um it's definitely it's not getting the DLC that it probably should have gotten.
Wasn't this the
And
like original Pokemon but for PC?
the whole hook was like it was like a newer better version of Pokemon with multiplayer. So you basically have um better online modes, um online co-op, that kind of thing, online battles, basically like a more open accessible Pokemon, like you just pop in pop out kind of gameplay. But the issue was there was not enough DLC to warrant, like basically saying like there's not any more continued support for more, like basically more Temtem, um more story content, more things to do in said game. And because they were taking all that money and basically investing it into um Temtem Swarm, which was
Mm.
it's basically chasing a trend that is a more lucrative trend, and that is the survivors trend.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Thanks
need
to
you to
game
send me all the survivors you've tried. I heard you mention one. I can't remember what name of it was now.
Karate Survivors.
That's what
There
it
was one
was.
karate. Now I like of these games of which I played, of the ones that I played, like Eden Survivors, like does it? We already talked about that. That was just genuinely okay. And Karate Survivors was cool. It's cool, but you're going to have to learn placement of it's. You're going to have to know where placement is. Like, that. You don't. You gotta know where your martial arts hands are. So basically, it's almost like you have to turn when it's time. You have to like avoid, and then when it's time to hit somebody, that's when you have to. That's when you be like, okay, hit somebody, then double back. Instead of like most surviving games is like you're just running around in a circle while all your attacks are firing, and that's fine, and that's fine. But in like Karate Survivors, it's like, okay, I'm running around and running around and running around. I hit somebody. Okay, it's time to hit somebody. I get close. I hit somebody. Another cool thing though is you can grab things in the level and you can throw it. So it's almost like you feel like Jackie Chan or Jet Li, where you'll be like,
I'm gonna say
well, you
Jackie Chan like almost
more Jack,
exclusively because that dude
yeah,
looked like Jackie
yeah.
Chan.
More Jackie Chan exclusively, because there's times where you could like hit people with like brooms and fish. Like I picked up a fish and I was swirling it around like Jackie would. I was like, did he just hit this man with a marlin? Yeah, only Jackie would do that. So he like hits him with a marlin, and that kind of stuff is kind of cool for a little bit. But there are times when you're doing the wind up, and you're taking hits that you shouldn't take, and then you hit somebody with the attack. So it's not really it's not really fun.
I'll at least try it out, see what's going
Yeah,
on.
I would say check it out. I would say check it out and see how you feel about it. But yeah,
Um,
that's the only ones. That's the only really survive. There's other Survivor games that I've seen, but I have not played those because again, I only have like I've only played like mostly 2 Survivor games. I think last time it was Nimrod's. I think that's coming out pretty soon. That one I think I might check out when it's time. But yeah. Oh crap! I forgot to mention Locomotive. Locomotive was so good. Locomotive reminds me of. Do you remember? Do you know the old Sierra games back in the day? Like King's Quest, Cops Quest, Space Quest. It's like that, but with like almost like a Murder on the Orient Express feel.
wait, I remember. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Nimrods. I remember Nimrods.
Yeah, I did some I did some coverage for Nimrod.
No, I've played Nimrods.
Yeah, you played Nimrod. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
this
like,
game
damn,
actually was pretty good.
it was pretty
I'm
good.
gonna re-download the demo.
Mm-hmm. But but yeah, Locomotive definitely had that wonderful like those like wonderful like it wasn't so much like a Leisure Suit Larry, but it definitely did feel like a King. It's like the old. It reminds you of the old Sierra LucasArts games.
Yeah,
The
this is what this
the
looks like.
yeah the DOS games. Yeah,
I could
like
easily just put this over here. That way other people can see it.
yeah, just put it up there. People see it. Yeah. So yeah, that one's probably gonna be in my list. Matter of fact, let me circle that one so I can go ahead and put that on the list as well. So I can put that on the games to watch list. But yeah, there was just a lot of really banging titles like Ale Abbey, where you like you have you have your monks and sisters of the fermentine, and you make beer. That was actually pretty good. Luma Island was a bop. Um, one that I wanted to play, but I couldn't. I just didn't feel comfortable about streaming it. Was Worshippers of Cthulhu, which is Lovecraft. It's basically Lovecraft inspired game, but it's a city builder. So you're basically building up a cult. You're basically building up a commune of for Cthulhu, and you do like regular human sacrifices. And it was just one of those things where I was like, yeah, I don't know if I should stream that.
So
I
a
think
more adult Cult of the Lamb.
if Cult of the Lamb was a definitive city builder and not necessarily a action roguelite, yeah.
Again, you know I don't like games that do 2 things at once. It's why I'm not going to be a big fan of that Linked game.
Oh no. That's good. That's good.
But it's got the little the city builder part of it too, and I was like, that's the thing I don't want.
See that part's simple. That part is like you just mine and you just drop something that you drop a building, and then that's what your building is, and then you like, oh, I don't want that building there, so you just move it over to the side, and then you jump into the action roguelite stuff. That's where it's good. That's cool. That's good if you're like if you're playing in co-op. That also has co-op. So if you're like, I'm not a builder, your friend that is a builder can just move that, and you can just say, oh, I'm just gonna place a building here. That's fine. Boop. Drop a building here.
What in the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I wasn't really like keen about streaming that.
I will say one game I did like though. Speaking of survivors, Achilles Survivor.
Okay, I'll have to look that one up.
Like it's an Unreal Survivor. Like it's built in Unreal Engine. So this game does not play well on my Steam Deck, and I hate it.
But
it's like, I mean, it's fully 3D.
Have you ever checked out Deep Rock Galactic Survivor?
No. I wanted to, but I don't think there's a demo for that. Also, because you know,
it's not they had a demo at one point, but it's out.
yeah.
So they just said,
so that kind of messed me up, right?
Yeah, it's like $10.
Bro, it's been 20 months.
You're better now. It's better now.
It's better now. I still ain't got that paycheck yet.
Well, when you do get it,
Yes, don't worry. Don't worry.
Put
I will fix the problem. Look, it's bad enough I got tempted today that Armored Core 6 is on sale.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm like, I want it, but I can't afford it right now.
Okay.
Okay,
so I got 8. So I'll have. Oh crap! I forgot about Tim. There you go. Yeah, 9. I'll probably play another. If Overthrown is what I think it is, we'll have it.
Oh, can't wait to get $500 from Major once he gets his first paycheck. I don't know where you heard that. My wife will have something to say about that shit.
I'll be like, from who? From which Major?
Right.
Me? No.
Oh,
no,
speaking of Major, my wife this week discovered who our son is named after, because she did not know that it was Major Motoko Kusanagi. She did not know that. She was watching Ghost in the Shell, and they shouted out Major. And she said, "Oh, that's what is that who you're named after? Is that where your name comes from?" I said, "Yeah." So you mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, look, Dodger, if you have a game to sell, I will buy a game.
Mm-hmm. It's the fact that the Kevy Kev is named after what my buddy calls me whenever I pick up the phone. It's like, "Hey, Kevy Kev." It's like, it just stuck.
I mean, that's a legit nickname you will get from somebody. For me, I was like, look, I just need to create an email address.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so we've already dug into the news. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of it. Let's get a small little summary going. Of course, this week, hackers are hacking, but they're also getting caught. There's more restructuring, which means people are losing jobs, and I wonder, maybe we should stop restructuring. And games were announced today, and I didn't watch it because I had therapy. So let's get into that.
Spoiler alert, you didn't miss anything.
I don't think I did. With all that being said, let's get into this week's news stories. This is Tech Talk Thursday. We're going to restructure every year. Sad but true. First off this week, hackers made robot vacuums randomly yell racial slurs.
Now that was something that was not on my bingo card for this year.
I was going to ask this after.
Like I say, racist Roombas was not on the list. I'm just saying.
Don't say Roomba, because Roomba will come and sue your ass, or our robot will come and sue you. So nope, it wasn't us. It was the Ecovacs, baby.
Mm-hmm.
They were from China. I'm sorry.
China.
My Trump is terrible. Robot vacuums across the country were hacked in the space of several days, according to reporting from ABC News. This allowed the attackers to not only control the RoboVacs, but use their speakers to hurl racial slurs and abusive comments at anyone nearby. All of the affected robots were of the same make and model. The Chinese-made Ecovac's D-Bot X2S. This particular RoboVac has developed a reputation for being easy to hack thanks to a critical security flaw. ABC News, for instance, was able to get full control over one of the robots, including the camera. I have a RoboVac. I actually do have 2 Roombas here. But hey, I'm good. Mine's not gonna hurl racial epithets at me. I've got two. So the two that we have are like the basic model, like the basic models from several years ago. So it's not the ones that do the intelligent vacuuming that kind of figures out, you know, where it needs to go. It's one of the ones where it bumps into a thing, turns around and goes in the other direction. It's somewhat smart in which like it'll know to sometimes avoid certain things. It will go around and try to vacuum around a thing if it realizes it's like a wall or a couch or something. But yeah, it's like super basic. The one we have downstairs is manually operated, whereas like you have to push the button to get it to go. But the one I have up here is app control. It's Wi-Fi enabled. So of course, you know, I would have to deal with an issue where if it got hacked, it can be hacked remotely. But it's nice where I can kind of just set a schedule up for it, have it go. I can connect it to a smart device, a smart speaker or something like that, and tell it to vacuum. Or just like from my phone, I could just say, hey, start vacuuming, and it'll do that. Unfortunately, the way I use it, it would have been better if I bought like another offline model. Because like I still have to close doors. I still have to make sure it doesn't go like underneath my desk to like suck up like very, very thin cable. The only like the one big like the reason why I do like this internet enabled one is that it will notify me if it gets stuck somewhere, or well, yeah, that's pretty much it. If it just gets stuck. But yeah, I like it. We had bought one for my parents later on that year. I think I bought these like not too long after we moved here. We had bought my parents one for Christmas that year. Whether they use it or not, I don't know. I've never seen it. Kev, would you get a robot vac? Even the non-Wi-Fi enabled ones?
Yeah, actually, because I would like, because if it ain't nothing but just like keeping like the hallway and the foyer clean, that would be a great help. I don't think that it would like. I think we would probably have to like set no zones, but outside the no zones, I think we'd be
So they don't come with those.
They don't no zones. Okay.
They don't come with them, but like again, like if you can get like something heavy enough to where like it can at least get in contact with it, hit the little bumper, it'll just turn around. Like if you like an empty laundry basket or something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like it'll move it, but it'll be enough to where it'll pump into it and then turn around.
Okay, because I thought most of them would have used to have like a tape. And it would like sensor tape, and they would be like, "Oh, nope, not here." And
they may have gotten like if it did have that, they don't have them anymore. They now have like almost like pylons. They'll be like, "Hey, if it sees this pylon, it knows not to go in this area, and it'll turn around."
Right.
But yeah, I don't have like mine. Neither of mine came with that. So, like for under my desk, I have like 2 pieces of like very, very big styrofoam that I put where the surge protectors are underneath this desk, and it will just hit those and not go underneath the desk. And downstairs we like put like a trash can or like a hamper or something in the way to keep it out if we can't close the door.
Okay. I think if I had the ability, I would get one just enough, just to kind of like periodically to keep the foyer and the hallway, the main hallway clear. Not the only hallway clear. But yeah, it'd be fine.
Ruin, they're pretty good about not falling down the stairs. So like again, like for me, I'm upstairs. It'll get to sometimes it'll say it'll get stuck, like it gets confused about the edge of stairs. and it'll get stuck, and I just have to go around, pick it up, turn it around, and let it go again. But for the most part, it handles stairs very well. It will not go over the edge. I don't think my Roomba has not fallen down the stairs. Like, it seems like it errs on the side of caution before it'll just drive itself off. Next up, Brazilian police have arrested the hacker who stole everyone's social security number. The federal police of Brazil announced the arrest of the hacker linked to a breach that leaked 2.9 billion records that included sensitive personal information, including some social security numbers. The data from the hack, which came to light in August, was put for sale on the dark web in April by entity identifying themselves as US DOD. As pointed out by Bleeding Computer, according to a machine translation of the department's press release, the hacker was linked to 2 publications selling federal police data. The hacker also boasted of disclosing the personal data of 80,000 members of the FBI's InfraGard program, the department said. Yeah, why would you? I mean, I guess, you trying to make money and shit. I don't know. Maybe don't. Again, get rid of my student loans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get rid of debt. Do the thing that Biden does not have the courage to do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guess that's another thing that Kamala is breaking from Biden. She's not promising student loan forgiveness. So, yeah.
If you can't do it, don't promise it.
But she can. Look, the Supreme Court says that she can.
I'm just saying, if you can't do it, don't promise it.
Well, the price of what? Oh, a Roomba? Yeah, they are up there. That's why I bought the basic ones. You'll soon be able to safely and easily move your passkeys between password managers. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. It'll be nice. Because I have keys that are sitting in like Apple's password safe thing because I use Safari on my iPhone. And then I have others that are in Bitwarden because I used Bitwarden on a browser literally anywhere else. But yeah, so the FIDO Alliance is working for working on a new standard that'll allow you to safely move your passkeys between password managers, which again would be so helpful because I have them in I have passkeys in 2 places and I don't know where. I can never remember where the passkeys are. And I think most of them are on iOS or in Apple security thing. Because mainly they've been asking me when I've been like doing something on my phone to set one up, and that's where I do it. So Kev, are you using any passkeys? Do you have a passkey set up somewhere?
No. I thought about having like potentially one. But no, I don't have one. I don't have one set up.
Yeah, I've got a few, and it's always like, yeah, like for me, I mean, sure, like you say it like a joke, but I mean, is it though? Is it a joke? Is Apple not trying to lock me in? Because I feel like they are.
It's one of those things. It's like it's locking you in not because you have data there, but because the features are just good for you.
Well, no, I mean, it's the same tech everywhere because it's an open standard, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's like it's not that. It's just that, like, again, like I've used Safari on my phone, and that's where the passkeys get saved. on my phone.
Right.
Whereas like if I create a passkey on desktop through like Firefox, it gets saved to Bitwarden. And it's like, I just really need them all in one place. Please and thank you. I'd appreciate it. Love you. Bye. But Apple is making strides to open things up to people, which is why today they announced that Apple Pay will work with third-party iOS and desktop browsers. I do not know how that's going to work. But I get they're using the QR code thing. I remember that. So yeah, if you use iOS 18 or iPadOS 18 installed on your iPhone or iPad, you'll now be able to use the payment service on third-party browsers on those devices as well as desktop computers. In the latter case, you'll be asked to scan a QR code with your iPhone or iPad to complete the payment. However, Apple says this feature is only available in select markets. Okay, yeah, I do remember somebody leaking at one point that Apple Pay was coming to alternative browsers through that QR code thing. And I'm like, it could be better, I guess. Like it'd be nice if it was an open API that people could just add, like DoorDash, like, hey, if you want to pay using Apple Pay, you could do that without having to scan a QR code. But I mean, even then, I guess it would be nice for a two-factor authentication type deal. I still pay for things like a slightly younger old man. Not using cash, but I use card, no Apple or Google Pay. I will still like Apple and Google Pay I feel like are more secure than cards, or at least they were until like chip and pin, and then NFC made it to cards. Like now the NFC is in the actual card. Sure, maybe not as many people need to use Apple and Google Pay, but even then, I still like to just use my watch. I would like to not have to carry a wallet if I don't have to. But yeah, it's good to see like on modern cards, like they have these newer security features on it. Speaking of which, for reasons that are only known to my wife, I have a new credit card to kind of help me pay for things until I get paycheck. So this is the first time I had to add a new card to my Apple Wallet in quite some time. They have made Apple Pay or Apple Wallet so much easier because they know the cards have NFC in them. All you need to do to add the card to Apple Pay or to the Apple Wallet is tap it to the phone. And it just adds the card. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so much easier than trying to have to line up the phone to get the number right or have to type in a 16-digit number. It's like, just tap the NFC. Like, bro, yo.
So simple.
So simple. Technology. It's so amazing. Now, in probably what is the bad timeline, Google struck a deal with a nuclear startup to power its AI data centers. Because it saw Microsoft do it. You know what? We want to do that too. Not pictured here is Meta also doing the same thing. No, not Meta, but Amazon doing the same thing. Because of course.
Of course.
So yep, we're bringing nuclear energy back to America.
Privatize nuclear.
To power AI.
Because real talk, that is what they would need to power AI.
And this, yeah, I guess it's like it is clean energy to an extent, up until the point where you have the waste.
It's clean until it's not clean,
Yeah.
and then you have to be like, what are we gonna do with these spent rods?
And then like now we have to worry about like a fucking meltdown. But I guess like, well, with oil, you got to worry about a spill. With coal, you got to worry about the mine collapsing.
Air quality.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Well, I'm talking about like what environmental disaster, like on par with like a nuclear reactor meltdown.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the byproducts of it, because like with oil, it's also just the air quality. Oh my god, I learned something about fucking lead in gasoline last night, which really made me sad.
Yeah.
So, yo, we purposely made people dumb, bro.
It was leaded gas. That's why we have unleaded.
Yeah, like I got that, but it was like, yo, that's how. Oh my.
Lead in all things.
He could have avoided all of this. One dude.
Lead in paint, lead in makeup.
I mean, that's what they put, just burning. They wanted cheap gas. Like I never watched a potassium video and was like at the end of it was so mad at capitalism. It's like, yo, that's a scary scientific concept. I don't ever want to think about that again. But that one was, yo, I knew I hated capitalism, but now it's just another low. But yeah, so this is great. This is what I want. Nuclear reactors to kind of help with the AI boom. But what happens when this turns out to be like a like, are we putting too much into this? Or is this really where we're going as a people? That was a question. Like, I don't like the fact that we're building nuclear reactors for something that may not be around.
Right.
Or are they really trying to make fetch happen here?
Privatized nuclear reactors. Basically, nuclear reactors specifically for corporate use.
Ruben said we could use the nuclear power for normal use.
Yeah. Because real talk, you would have to need nuclear for crypto.
It was getting that bad. It really was.
It was, but thankfully the bottom fell out for that. I think it's one of the things that AI is probably going to be, instead of being seen as like the greatest thing ever, it's going to be just downgraded into like a utilitarian piece, like just I mean,
but that's what they say. But when it's replacing people's jobs, like that's where the issue lies, right?
Yeah.
Also the fact that it's stealing people's work.
Yes, because the AI model can't learn on its own. It needs to be fed information, and that information is other people's information.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's not going to be utilitarian. It's going to be corporations saying this is good enough. Yeah, I mean, to me, it just feels like y'all are doing too much for something that I don't know is going to be around that long. This just sucks. Like, I hate when big deals are being made off of what appear to be fads. I don't know. Maybe public opinion will change on AI. Maybe this will be acceptable. But now that AI is licensing content like it should have been doing from in the first place, maybe we'll get to a point where it's like, okay, maybe we fixed it a little bit. Like even podcasters are being threatened by AI. Have you seen that thing about Notebook LM from Google? You can give it notes and then tell it to summarize it like a podcast. And it will create a fucking AI generated podcast that sounds decent. I mean, it's fine. You know what? This isn't a job. I can get rid of this. It's whatever, you know? The only thing I do like about the AI is that it can be critical of itself until, you know, the creators code that out. AI is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
It's like, AI is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Because like we think about we think about AI in like the robotic automated voice, but we don't think about it in the whole. It's trying to focus, like pronounce words, and be like we think about bread. It's more like bread.
But the thing is, like listening to that podcast, like they sounded like it was a dude. It was a male and female voices. And like they had chemistry, they were bantering. I was like, nah, dog, like y'all lying. This is two people. Like, shut up.
It's like the robot. It's like Elon's robots.
This is real people, but it's like, no, that was AI. I was like, fuck. Is this like the AI podcast that was made aware they were AI? No, like they were talking about like some medical shit. Like I saw it on TikTok. Of course, I feel like that's like the I saw it on Facebook phrase. Where it's like, was it true? I don't know. I can replicate those results. I've been wanting to. Like I actually want to take the outline from this show and say create a podcast with these links as the topics and see what it does. Dodge, I think you're talking about the Tesla bots. Yeah,
I just mentioned that. Yeah, Tesla bots.
When he was announcing the bus and the cheapest Tesla that has no steering wheel. Because that's what people want in an affordable electric car, not to be able to drive it.
Because you know what's wild. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm gonna make this relevant in a minute. So, I watch an anime called Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I can't pronounce the name the tagline because it's the German, so I'm just gonna go out DNT. So essentially what happens is it's the far flung future. Humanity is spread across the stars. They're colonizing different planets.
As we do.
As we do. Two military ideologies, as we do. Separated on different sides of the galaxy.
As we do.
And so, but the cool thing that I was thinking about was there was a scene where the main character of one faction, the Alliance, was like tagged in with another person, and the breakdown was they were running away and they had caused a stir during a political speech, and the car was this truck came. They were in a car. It was a non-drive. They were in a self-driving car because a lot of cars have self-driving, and so they were in the car, and a truck came out of nowhere, ramming the car, and the car immediately said, "Manual mode, it activated. Would you like to invite manual mode?" And it was like, "Yes, please." And then all of a sudden, the console opened up and a steering wheel came out, and he actually drove way till he could drove over to the side and get away from the truck as the truck barreled on the side. And I thought to myself, in the far-flung future where self-driving cars exist, faster than light travel exists, mankind has spread out through the stars, there still are cars with steering wheels and wheels.
Because we know better.
Because we know better. We know better. So I said that to say this. What are you doing?
Like, he is trying to create solutions to problems that don't exist.
And we don't need yet. There's
Like,
you're trying to find solutions to problems that are not even problems.
I mean, look, there was only one company that was able to do that, and even now they're barely doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Apple.
And that's Apple. So it's kind of like, dude, what are you doing? No. See, it was just one of those instances where I'm like, dog, what is we're gonna throw one. No.
This is his Tesla bot. Yeah, just make an army of Tesla bot. No, don't do that.
No, that's how you got iRobot. You don't want to get iRobot. God, the comparisons to iRobot. Oh my God.
I mean, he called the event We Robot.
Oh, he has no imagination. He is basic as fuck.
But he's a genius.
To who?
Some people, allegedly.
That's right.
Yeah.
To the people who like him.
To the people who think that, you know, America actually is still a meritocracy.
Mm-hmm.
You're a billionaire because obviously you're smart.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Instead of somebody else's grandpappy was smart. No, I'm sorry. Somebody else's grandpappy was first. And when I say grandpappy, I mean grandpappy. You were just the first to do it. Somebody owned the color blue. Somebody said, talking about how did you get your wealth? Did you ever use a blender? She said, yeah. You're welcome. I'm like, that's I will never not know wealth, kind of wealth.
That's old money.
Yeah, my grandpappy invented birthday candles, and we've been living good ever since. That's that kind of wealth. I said every time my munchkin blows out her birthday candles, a rich man gets 50 cents. Make a wish, dear. Cha-ching! White man got his money. Yeah.
That was a noise.
Tasha, did you get her a cash register for her birthday? No? Where'd that cha-ching come from? Yeah.
Speaking of rich people throwing temper tantrums.
Oh, that's every day.
Automattic. I know this looks familiar because I talked about this last week. But
Yeah.
it's here again because it happened again.
Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
Automattic is doing a second wave of, hey, if you don't like where this shit's going, you can leave and I will pay you.
Mm-hmm.
This time, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I had an adverse opinion about it last week, but now that I think about it, I'm like, if I see some BS forming on the clouds, and I knew my job would be kind of like in limbo, and somebody would say, hey, I'll cut you like 3 or 6 months severance to leave, and I'd be like, I might want to leave until this whole thing blows over. I'd rather leave and then be like, the shit goes left and then I'm forced out. And I'm like, I might as well get while the getting is good, you know? That's all I wanted to say.
So this was in a message that was sent to WordPress to Automattic employees today. New alignment offer. I guess some people were sad they missed the last window. Some have been leaking to the press and ex-employees. You have until, I guess, I don't know what that time is. It looks like midnight UTC, -4 hours. I don't know what that may be, like 8 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Not him extending it.
No, not even an extension. Not an extension. This is new. To DM me the words, I resign and would like to take the 9-month buyout offer.
Also, this is...
You don't have to say any reason or anything else. I will reply, thank you. Automattic will accept your resignation. The last time this happened, again, last week, it was 6 months.
Now that's wild.
Or $30,000.
Look, that's wild if you like cashed out at 6, knowing that you had like a 9-month option. It really does feel like something out of the game show where it's like, damn, if I'd stayed in there one more extra round, I would have got 9 months. Damn.
Like that's why I added this. I would have ignored it probably. I would have more likely passed this over. Yeah. If it was the same offer, like he extended it, right? Because I don't think I talked about an end date last week.
No.
So the fact there was an end date, now there's a new offer on the table that pays more. So everybody who got out, all the first one got asked out of 3 months of salary.
Damn. You could have got 9 months. Fuck.
This shit is just bad.
Mm-hmm. It's getting to the point now where it's like, damn, what even the fuck's happening?
So,
Jesus.
Let's see. Mullen ignited a dispute last month after calling WP Engine cancer to the WordPress community and accusing the company of infringing on WordPress trademarks. The CEO has since waged a public campaign against WP Engine, leading the company to file a lawsuit that accuses Automattic and Mullenweg of abuse of power, extortion, and greed. Excuse me. Automattic is the Mullenweg-owned company that controls WordPress.com, the commercial arm of the WordPress open source project. Mullenweg is also one of 3 board members on WordPress.org and said in an interview with The Verge that the project belongs to me.
I know. You got it.
Oh, bro. Listen, so here's the full message. New alignment offer. I guess some people were sad they missed the last window. Some have been leaking to the press and ex-employees. That's water under the bridge. Maybe the last offer needed to be higher. People have said they want a new window, so this is my attempt. Here's a new one. You have until whatever time that is to DM me the words, "I resign and would like to take the 9-month buyout offer." You don't have to say any reason or anything else. I will reply, "Thank you." Automattic will accept your resignation. You can keep you or your office stuff and work laptop. You will lose access to Automattic and Wong. No Slack, user accounts, etc. HR will be in touch to wrap up details in the coming days, including your 9 months of compensation. They have a lot on their plates right now. You have my word. This deal will be honored. We will try to keep this quiet so it won't be used against us, but I still want to give automaticians another window.
Oh, that's fun.
Imagine if you just got a job at WordPress, right? And you know they're using Macs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just got there. You get 9 months of salary.
I know.
Probably a brand new fucking MacBook.
Fresh MacBook.
For just working there for like a month.
And because, like I say again, even if say you like the job and like where you are, there's a part of you that would clock the chance to just be out, like
But
you
so,
would.
I mean, go ahead.
Because, like I say again, you would be, like, yeah, effectively you would be out of a job, right? But at least you'll be out of a job or possible shenanigans going forward,
So my question is like, all right, this is a beef between the CEO of WordPress and WP Engine.
Right.
I don't know if I would throw the employees in with this beef, right?
Right.
So, like, I mean, I guess it's like a moral thing, and that's fine. I don't know if this would be enough for if I was working at WordPress, if I would leave. But then I also don't know what's happening internally that's causing people to take the offer.
Mm-hmm.
But on the outside looking in, whatever he's doing does not seem to affect anything that's happening to me. It's not affecting my bank.
Right.
And I will probably still be there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So for people to be taking this offer, there must be some other shit that's happening inside Automattic.
Right.
That isn't being talked about.
Mm-hmm. It could either be we are waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it could be something legit, horrendous, or it could just be people just not wanting to work at a place that could, that's like audibly beefing with somebody else, It could just be like, because that's not conducive to the work environment. Because, and then also if you leave, that's not also going to be well looked on the resume going forward. So most times it could just easily be like, yo, let me get out while the getting is good. Like, could that be the reason? Maybe, maybe not. But that by far the best reason that I can think of, outside of a possible big boy scandal that's coming up, that could be coming up pretty soon. Now, because me myself, I wouldn't want to be up and around the place where, shenanigans is happening.
Oh.
What was that?
I missed the paragraph.
Uh-oh.
Additionally, 404 Media reports that in July, Mullenweg redirected incoming emails from Blind, a site where workers can anonymously discuss their workplace, to his own inbox.
Oh, yeah.
Employees signing up for or logging into the platform using their company email, which the site requires, reportedly had to ask Mullenweg for the authentication codes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
nah.
There's
there it is.
bigger
There it
shit
is.
happening in
There it
Automattic.
is. It's shenanigans are afoot.
Yeah, that's not
Shenanigans.
great,
It's
bro.
shenanigans afoot, and nobody wants. It's that whole like nobody wants to be a Theranos at the end. You know, if you trying to get up out of a bad situation, you want to get up out of that bad situation before like the possible SEC pulls up. You know, because again at that point it's all fun and games till the SEC comes up, and then and then the dudes in the flak jacket and the dudes in the tracksuits are taking your laptops. You know. So it might be a good time to go ahead and get up out that mug. I'm just saying.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, take the offer.
It's like
I'm 100%. I'll take the offer now. Like, get out, get out.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, because like I say, if I was a part of a conducive work environment, I would say like if somebody is offering, first of all, is offering 6 months to roll, because that does happen. But then to say like, new offer, 6 months, and I'm not 6 months, 9 months, and I'm like, at that point, something's gonna pop off, and I don't necessarily want to be there. I want to get out while the getting is getting, you know. Yeah, take the money.
Like, honestly, I would have been happy. Like, if knowing that now, because I don't think, I think this is a part of new 404 reporting. This wasn't like that bit from Blind wasn't a part of any reporting last week.
Yeah.
Knowing that now, I'm like, yo, yeah, I would have taken the 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that only 8.4% had left at the 6 month offer.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess either you don't use Blind and you didn't know,
right?
Or like maybe you really believe in this shit. I don't know, but nah. If you were intercepting any of, like, I already have a distrust of corporate email.
Yeah.
Like, again, you do not say private shit in places where you know somebody could read it. Right. And again, I worked on the mail team at Red Hat. Now, it's not like I was reading email. I think we had things in place that kept us from doing that, for the most part. But, like, even being a part of the mail team is like, look, we can see who you're sending mail to, where it went, where it's coming from. Like, we can get, and like, I mean, just in general, if you look at how email is built, like, check the headers of your emails. It'll show you an alarming amount of information. Like, the fact that people are like, I don't like when websites log me. Like, I don't know. Apache just has logs by default.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give me IP addresses of any computer that goes to a website. I am sorry if this is news to you. It does. I don't care. I don't look at it like that. I only look at the logs if something is broken. But like, computers do log and keep very detailed checks of information because, like, it helps the bits get to where it's going.
Yeah, caching stuff.
But yes, there are people who use it nefariously, and that's why people don't like it. And I fucks with that idea. I get it. But yeah, like, this is the point where, yeah, I had to tell people, don't send shit through your corporate email if you are concerned about people seeing it. Unless it's about the company. If it's secret shit about the company that you need to send to another employee, yeah, use your corporate email and not your personal. But anything personal, do not send through corporate email.
Yeah.
Also, your corporate overlords would tell you, hey, you know, some things just don't send through email. Write it on a piece of paper, because they don't want a paper trail, because they know they can get that shit subpoenaed. They're not supposed to delete emails.
It's like that. It's like that line, and it's me roughly paraphrasing that line in American Gangster. Be like, you talk to Frank, Frank talks to Joe, Joe talks to me. All right. Don't be coming to me. Don't say it over the phone. Like, so
And Ruin brings up another thing too, like whatever chat app you're using at your company, don't put personal shit in there either.
Don't be cracking on Slack. Don't do it.
No Slack, no Teams, no Google Chat, no Zimbra, Jabber.
None of that.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. You either have a group, WhatsApp, or no.
Signal. Fucking like use iMessages.
Yeah. Already the end-to-end encryption is right on your phone.
I mean, look, it's end-to-end encryption for RCS is coming too. Be patient. It's coming. Yeah. But yeah, again, like just as a heads up, they're Signal for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telegram if you're nasty.
Telegram, especially if you're nasty.
Oh my god, that is the fuck is happening at Automattic, bro.
Ugh, gross stuff. That's what I was like. That's what I was saying. Like, if somebody had came to me and even made the offer about shenanigans, I would just take it because I don't want to be at a place. I don't want to be at a place where somebody is telling me to either take the money or stick it out. I'm taking the money.
Look, if somebody in a windbreaker shows up at your job, get the fuck out.
Ciao. So, see, that's the problem. You can't get out.
Yeah, it's too late. If you see them,
show up,
if you're seeing them, it's too late.
When you see them, it's too late. It's somebody already telling them, step away from the computer, please. You got somebody in a windbreaker telling you to step away from your computer, brother. It's too late. I've seen too many billions.
Oh, I'm talking about in the park. I'm talking about the parking lot, not in the building. Like if you just see them gathering in the parking lot, if you just see one, get out. But also, if they catch you walking, you the first one they're gonna tackle, especially hard.
I'm telling you.
They gonna think you know everything.
I'll be like, nah, you see the windbreakers? That's too late, baby. It's too
late. It's too late.
Too late. You see him in the parking lot, you be like, let me hold fast. Step away from the computer, please.
You see in the parking lot, you turn around, he's already there. How'd you do that?
We the government. We could do anything. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you see the feds, too late.
And more labor shenanigans. Meta. They're laying off employees at WhatsApp, Instagram, and more.
Dang.
Looks like they were not able to meet those efficiency goals in 2023. Meta has begun laying off employees across various departments, including WhatsApp, Instagram, and Reality Labs, according to people familiar with the matter. Rather than a mass company-wide layoff, these smaller cuts seem to coincide with reorganizations of specific teams. Some Meta employees have started posting that they've been laid off. Among them is Jane Mansion Wong, who gained notoriety for reporting on unannounced features coming to apps before joining the Threads team in 2023. So yeah, they tried to keep it silent, but didn't work out. All right, you ready for some gaming news, man? Discord battles MapleStory publisher Nexon over piracy claims. Nexon is apparently sitting trying to hit up Discord, say, hey, we're going to need the data for some people who we think are trying to steal some shit. And Discord's like, bro, no. That's a violation of our users' privacy and First Amendment rights. Fuck you.
Fuck off. Right. Exactly.
See, Nexon has sent Discord DMCA notices, which are takedown requests like what record labels use to pull reported music off of YouTube. Nintendo has also used the DMCA The force platforms like GitHub to delete copies and Nintendo Switch emulators. Discord said it's already given Nexon basic subscriber information for 64 different Discord user IDs, but Nexon is now attempting to negotiate a deal that has already been struck and fulfilled. Discord further argued that attempting to unmask anonymous speakers and disclose material protected by First Amendment was a violation of user privacy rights and free speech rights. Discord and Nexon did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to burp there. What happened when Nintendo did this? I don't think Nintendo subpoenaed user information though.
No, they just like,
Probably requested like the servers to be taken down.
yeah,
Because like once the server's down, then that data is gone.
yeah.
Like,
Then it can be,
yeah, Nintendo's more or less like, hey, stop the data.
right. Instead of like, let's look at it. No.
Yeah,
They
like
can be
here
like-
it seems like Nexon is trying to persecute specific users, whereas Nintendo's like, yo, just get rid of the data.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Oh, the big story in gaming this week. Game Freak has been hacked. All the Pokemon are gone. But so is employee data. The company apologizes that personal information about its employees was obtained via unauthorized access to its servers by a third party in August 2024. The personal information is said to include full names and contact information for over 2,500 past and present employees, including contractors. Pokemon insiders like Central Leak say the data contains multiple gigabytes of info, enough that it should be termed a Terra leak, with details of canceled and unannounced games such as a Splatoon-like battle-focused multiplayer developed in collaboration with ILCA. It's also thought that Game Freak is internally referring to Switch 2 with the codename Ounce. Wait, what about Typhlosion? I saw that Typhlosion was apparently a big deal with this leak, but I don't know why.
I'm trying to be the very best.
More astonishing still, a document containing the alleged meeting notes from when the Pokemon Company reflected on why Ash's story in the anime needed to end has also leaked.
I mean, real talk, you know.
He was like the oldest 10-year-old. Well, actually, no, that's
Yeah.
still Bart.
Yeah, Ash's story after the Diamond and Pearl series was like, yeah, this is getting kind of old. Like, we needed different. It almost felt like in a way like we just needed Red to come back and just make Gen 1, but just under Red. For those who are wondering, Red is the original game protagonist for Gen 1. Yeah. Because, at some point, Ash is just so boring after a while.
Let's see. Movie information was leaked. Lots of source files and beta content for past Pokemon games are currently leaking, along with a few details on upcoming projects. So yeah, pretty sure we will be hearing about some stuff to come. I'm pretty sure it'll be a part of some Did You Know Gaming videos in the future, and that's probably where I'll catch most of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I would like to not have to deal with this. It's like, it's out there. There's nothing I can do about it, but the least I can do is just not really bring much attention to it. Like, hey, like Game Freak was hacked. They need to lock that shit down, and hopefully the employees aren't too affected by the leak.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the important bits. All right. Xbox partner preview. Alan Wake 2, The Lake House. Had a trailer. Apparently they are going back. What I've seen some stuff like they're doing some control shit. Yes, Xbox did have a show today.
Yeah. They're going spooky.
They're going spooky though.
Chronos, The New Dawn is a new game from Bloober Team.
I had no idea what that game was about. It was like, what am I watching?
Blind Fire.
Good premise.
A shooter that removes light.
Yeah, good premise. But I look forward to see my Shooty Bang Bang friends who play Shooty Bang Bang games playing it. But outside of that, I'm like, yeah, nah. It's not for me, but cool concept.
Yeah, this is. It's at a certain point, like, I wonder if ray tracing is going to play a role here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it has to, right?
Oh, yeah.
Also, like, for it to be an Xbox preview game, it's really funny that this is being played on a PC.
Yeah.
Oh, early access is available today. So I could definitely try it out. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Of course, we've known about that for a minute, but I guess now we have more gameplay for it.
Yeah.
Mouse PI for hire.
I've heard about this one in a couple of months. It definitely reminds me of like a first person shooter, but with Cuphead. It looks,
people are getting people are getting a fucking mileage out of that 1920s Mickey Mouse.
Oh no, that's not it. No, this is not based on Steamboat Willie.
Oh,
it's a homage of like for the animation of the time. Think of it like Cuphead. Yes, it's a 1920s type anime cartoon style. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Is this the first time you ever seen this?
Yeah, I didn't catch the showcase, so I've not seen any of this.
No, I mean, is this the first time you've ever seen this gameplay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is fucking weird, bro.
It is. But when you know people ask for different.
I mean, and
like,
you're absolutely correct though. You're absolutely correct, because it's like people are like, oh yeah, like we can't get but so much more real in a video game, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what do you do? Like, well, do you accurately sit there and show a cartoon being played in real time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, she got a front butt. Yeah, I have never seen that before. That is actually kind of amazing.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it in like drips and drams. But it's like recently it's starting to actually show gameplay mechanics. And I was like,
Right.
oh, that's cool.
Subnautica 2. I'm not sure if this was announced or like there's just more updates. It's a teaser trailer for it.
Yeah.
Animal Well is coming to Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Eden Zero was announced.
This kind of reminds me like a mishmash of like fairy tale. If you ever fairy tale with a little bit of like One Piece, but mostly fairy tale.
Yes, this is very anime.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, it looks cool, but if you like, if you are a fan of this type of game,
What type of game is this? Is this turn-based RPG?
mostly like action art, action.
Oh yeah, it's
Action
definitely action
RPG.
RPG. Never mind. Like I
Yeah,
do. Yeah, they are definitely swinging.
yeah, action JRPG.
Oh, this is an anime?
I think so. Eden Zero. I'm gonna do a quick Google search on it. Double check. Yeah, it is an anime. It is an anime.
So Konami is out here making games again. Eternal Strands. This is releasing day one on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you can burn everything.
Freeze every.
No, just said freeze limbs.
Freeze something.
Throw enemies. You can throw them. You throw yourself.
Yourself? Yeet.
I'm gonna tell my son, look, I saw a game in which you can yeet yourself. Oh, great. You can make a flamethrower.
The world is your weapon.
So wait, is this? Damn, what is that fucking game?
I'm a few bars.
No, what was? Oh fuck, I forgot what the other game that Embark made.
Embark. What was it about?
The Magic Call of Duty.
Avion?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I say. I'm a few bars. Something of Avion.
Yeah, something like that. Immortals.
Immortals of Avion, yeah.
Is that Immortal? Is this game Immortals of Avion? But if it was good,
No. Nah, he wouldn't be. He like I say, they weren't doing that whole like.
looking like Doctor Strange, but in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I'm like, sorry, Doctor Strange did it better, bro.
Mistfall Hunter was announced. A mix between extraction games and Souls-like.
Yeah.
Will World.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
I'm surprised Annapurna. Well, I guess this was a game that was made before people left, but also there's no release date. So
it's one of those things like we have it, we have it, and we will finish it. Like we're showing off what we have, and we'll be finishing at some point.
don't worry, we're gonna hire some people. Oh wait, no, they are contracting that new studio that formed out of all the people that left.
Yeah. So it's a matter of this is probably what they had done. Their vertical slice for the trailer, and then they were like, "Dang!" And so, but I mean, we gotta show what we got. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to trying this one because I like the trippy style of it.
Yeah, the cell shadedness is pretty decent. Yeah.
Mhm. And just that level of how you can just like roam around and also do things, commit to races, but then also like roam around. Reminds you a little bit like,
Great. There's also a mystical power in this game. Fun.
I mean, there was definitely mystical powers if you hadn't noticed the floating astral head on the
Yes.
handlebars.
Yes, I saw it. Also, this seems like it's made by a developer. It's made by a different developer. So,
Yeah.
Phasmophobia is coming
Yep.
to Xbox on October 29th.
Yep.
Legends of Babu was announced.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to play as the dog, Babu. Okay, so the dog's name is Babu. And its human companion, Sepper. Wu Chang or Wukong, apologies for mispronouncing. Fallen Feathers. It will be released in 2025 and it will be releasing on Game Pass. Wait, Phasmophobia is an EA game? Oh, early access. Sorry.
Early access. Yeah, I was like, what? Early access.
What do you mean by ain't no way, Ruin? Is it something about Wukong that I don't know? Wu Chang? Oh wow,
Chang.
yeah, that's problematic.
Yep.
It's definitely one of those games coming from the East that looks incredible in a way like this should not be able to run on anything, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, this one seems a little bit more respectful. Like this
Right.
ain't Black Myth.
Yeah, Black Myth is great. It's like Black Myth. Every time I see somebody playing Black Myth, it's like, oh, see, that game is
Black Myth, Stellar Blade.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, these games don't look like they work here. What are we doing?
But yet, I mean,
Yet they
gonna try them
work.
all the same.
Yeah.
They do. Yep.
Yeah, this is definitely a Souls-like. I see that now. Apparently people like these games though.
Games.
Oh no, nah, I'm good. Like the only Souls-like that I will approach is the Jedi games.
Mm-hmm. Only game that I'm playing where I fight giant monsters is like
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me, dog. So I'm not.
These monsters look scary as shit. And I was like, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like you. I'm like, hey, you like it, I love it.
Why is it?
I'm
Why
good,
is
though.
he wearing his throne on his head?
My man's wearing a shrine and like a full candelabra on his back.
Right?
Nothing is forever. Wu Chang, fallen feather.
Yeah. So this, if I saw the characters correctly, this is coming out of China.
Yes.
FBC Firebreak Remedy has created their first multiplayer game And apparently you play as the Federal Bureau of Control, controlling things. A 3-player co-op experience. Imagine getting attacked by sticky notes. You know what? I think Control would have been so much better if I had these weapons.
Yep. I like the fact that this is like a 3-person co-op game in the Control universe.
Not the gnome.
Yep.
It's coming to Game Pass. So I feel a third place coming up.
I definitely pull it out for third place.
That one actually, look, Remedy makes some good shit.
Yeah, I'll play for third place.
And I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, really wasn't much.
Oh.
I don't know, like maybe Microsoft is going through something.
I mean, Microsoft is going through something.
Yeah. Is that Ruin gets what I'm getting at. He's picking up what I'm putting down. There's 3 of us. It's a 3-person co-op.
Yep.
Let's keep it moving though. Activision confirms Call of Duty preload information, global launch times, PC requirements, and it's only going to require 102 gigabytes of storage.
Ooh, jeez.
I mean, that's respectable. Given other games like, well, shit, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 was still under 100, but it was pushing.
Like the chunkiest game that I have owned is still Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna look how big those files are. I mean, I played Baldur's Gate since September 26th. That was third place. down by the river. Yep, that is 143.
So yeah, right now, so yeah, for preload times, October 21st, 9 a.m. Pacific. Of course, I'll be at work, so I won't be able to preload first. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. And it launches October 24th, 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time on Xbox, PC, Microsoft Store, PlayStation, Battle.net, and Steam, October 24th at 9 p.m. Pacific. So it seems like it's spread out. Everywhere else, but like on Battle.net, it's just like, hey, it's just or Battle.net and Steam is like, it's coming out this date, this time.
Yes.
PC specs, yeah. Again, we're looking at 102 gigabytes of storage. Let's see, recommended Ryzen 5 1600X and a Core i7 6700K.
Recommended?
Recommended. 12 gigs of RAM, and a video card of AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT or an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti or RTX 3060.
Recommended?
Respectable. Again, say what you want about Call of Duty's hardware requirement. I mean, storage requirements.
Storage, yeah.
CPU and GPU for recommended a potato. A potato.
That was pretty much my old PC.
Yeah,
That's all.
like I was just missing it
They keep it
with the
accessible.
1080.
And then and then it's like the competitive Ultra 4K Ultra.
Yeah, so that one that's where you start seeing the recommended or like the max. Like, so this is the max spec, I imagine. So you're looking at still a Ryzen 7 2700X. We're at 9,000 now.
That's a second gen.
Or Core i7 8700K.
That's 8th gen.
16 gigs of RAM.
They're on 14th gen. 13th and 14th gen.
And 15 is not that far away.
Yeah, 15 is knocking at the door.
Radeon RX 6800 XT or NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080, RTX 4070.
You could get that. You could probably get that. You could probably cobble this PC together from eBay, from used eBay parts.
I mean, a 4070, I feel like may not be that expensive. I mean, relatively.
Yeah. Damn. And again, that's for 4K Ultra.
550 at Best Buy right now.
That's comparable.
Usually for 673.
Yeah. That's
Amazon will sell you
right
one
there.
for 628.
Again, get that Prime shipping. God.
Yeah, 549 available right now.
Imagine like being able to build a 4K Ultra comparable PC.
Oh, and this is the reference card too.
Yeah, that's a reference.
This is a reference card. 470. I can go down the street and pick it up tomorrow.
A one blower reference. Jesus.
That's not that bad.
It's not
And
that
again,
bad,
like it's, and I'm at like again for competition, you're looking at like high frame rate, right?
And just
you only need 60.
And just as you mentioned, you can get probably a cheap, not cheap, but you can probably get a reasonable M.2 just for the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Let's get a 512 just for the Call of Duty game and the update.
Okay, so it's 4K Ultra, excuse me. So it may be like 60 FPS, but also at 4K.
Right. But still.
It says competitive specs to run at a high FPS for use with high refresh monitors and ultra specs to. Oh, okay. So it's one or the other. Okay. It's either you get super high frame rates or super high resolution. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I imagine if you're using a 1440p monitor, which is like PC, it's still like almost like PC standard. And a high refresh rate. Yeah, you're going to get some good numbers out of that. So again, like I said, say what you want about Call of Duty storage requirements.
Yeah.
They, like Ruin said, like they make this shit accessible. Anybody can play fucking Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the reason why you probably still get Call of Duty on an Xbox One at 60 FPS.
Yep.
Like I would be amazed if there is some, well, I don't know. I guess because the Series S can't really do a lot. But even then, like, yeah, you're still going to be able to get like probably 120 FPS off of that thing. And it won't be like the worst. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, like the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, love it or hate it, it's coming out next week. Preloading starts on Monday and you'll be able to play it on the 24th, which I believe it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I guess Kev is going to get ready. He's going to get ready. He's getting his Xbox ready right now. He's getting his PC ready. Is anybody planning on playing Black Ops 6? Also do want to mention too, it is going to be available day one on Game Pass, or at least Game Pass Ultimate. So for PC, Xbox, you'll be able to play this day one on Game Pass Ultimate. I'm looking forward to it. I actually am looking forward to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. The story looks pretty cool. I've not played a Call of Duty game in a long time, and I kind of want to get into it. And I actually did enjoy playing the multiplayer beta when it was out earlier this year. So yeah, it looks like it's launching at midnight on the 25th here on the East Coast. But yeah, these specs are like super fucking respectable. I wasn't waiting for Kev to come back, but it seems like he may be wrapped up in something. So, and more labor. Oh, there he is. See, it's like a video game. I had to trigger an action in order for something to happen. In labor news in the gaming industry, Riot makes more cuts this time to Crown Jewel League of Legends.
Oof.
It seems more and more live service games are starting to get hit. Company co-founder says it's about having the right expertise on staff, which is not the thing you want to say. Have you learned nothing from Bungie?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
States this isn't about reducing headcount to save money. It's about making sure we have the right expertise so that league continues to be great for another 15 years and beyond. A rep from Riot Games told Engadget that 32 jobs will be eliminated across the company in this move. Let's see. The esports team has not been impacted. The company also cut 11% of the global workforce back at the start of 2020 or 2024. That move mostly impacted employees outside of core development, so the League of Legends team likely didn't see any changes at that time. The company also separately announced in January that it would shutter the Riot Forge publishing project. Yeah. And more labor news. Don't Nod announces layoffs that could impact up to 69 workers.
Uh-huh.
The announcement comes with the company's financial results for the first half of the year today, which shown an 11% year-over-year decline in operating revenue. Per the company, the decline is the result of Banisher's Ghosts of New Eden and Jusant not performing as well as expected. Again, I really wish that people's employment did not hinge on the success of video games. I really hate that.
Me too. Me too.
Notably, earlier this year, the representative French union, Le Syndicat des Travailleurs et Travailleuses du Video, or STJV, because God, my French is terrible, accused the company of mismanagement, claiming employees were facing burnout due to the ongoing reorganization and that communication, understaffing, and shifting deadlines were endangering the workforce. An update has been made to the article with a statement from STJV. STJV has issued a statement condemning the layoff, saying the company broke the law by not providing any information to employees beforehand about today's meeting agenda where the layoffs were announced. The union also accused the company of ignoring workers, asking for clear communication about the state of the company, saying that alarm bells have been ringing for months. Quote, the Don't Nod union section, as well as the whole of the STJV, cannot tolerate the company rejecting the responsibilities of its own failures on its workers. We warned them long ago, but they ignored us and accused us of being too aggressive to speak with this layoffs plan. They are creating an atmosphere of extreme violence. We are calling on all workers at Don't Nod to mobilize to save their jobs and working conditions. I concur. Continue to fight, organize, and fight. And executives saying shit that one, people already know, and maybe they don't have the range to talk about. Sean Layton says that there is, a collapse of creativity in the gaming industry. A man that hasn't made anything says that there's a lack of creativity.
Mm-hmm. He made one thing.
Like if Iwata said it, maybe I believe it. If Miyamoto said it, maybe I believe it.
If Koizumi said it, I'd believe it.
Who is Koizumi?
It's the dudes that do this, the dude during the directs.
Was he making games?
Oh, sorry. I'll look that up.
Because I named the two people who actually were making games that it then became up for leadership. But I'm pretty sure he did. I am pretty sure there are people who are listening is like, bro, what the fuck? You don't even know Koizumi, bro?
Yep. Video game designer, director, producer, and business executive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I will listen to Koizumi too.
Yep. Koizumi and good old Takahashi. Takahashi definitely looks like he does taxes for fun.
Stop. Quote, today the entry cost for making a AAA game is in the triple digit millions now. I think naturally risk tolerance drops and you're looking at sequels, you're looking at copycats because the finance guys who draw the line say, well, if Fortnite made this much money in this amount of time, my Fortnite knockoff can make this in that amount of time. We're seeing a collapse of creativity in games today with studio consolidation and the high cost of production. Dude, weren't you around to Greenlight Concord?
But why was the cost high? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it said like the money is high, but you spent the money. So why is it high? Who made the cost high?
I wonder.
You know what I'm saying?
Who could have done it? Who could have done this? And could have done something about it before now. When he is not working for the company, he's kind of insulting.
It's like you say, we need to make the biggest, baddest games out here. Which, to be fair, we should make, nice, heavy flagship titles. But we also could make smaller, more easily fundable projects.
Wait, hold on, because remember, I could have sworn somebody did that, and their developer studio got closed down.
Yeah. So again, it's
the day after they said We need more games like that one.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing that always really like chaps me. Is like we want these type of games, these smaller games, because then we see like I seen an article that like It Takes Two sold 20 million units, and but again, it's not that, like I say, It Takes Two is not one of those games that would be considered to be a system seller, but it definitely was the right type of game that could truly and totally move units. And that is a smaller, well marketable, easily fundable, easily recoupable game, as opposed to a game where that costs upwards of maybe 400 million allegedly, and we didn't want, and we were like, who asked for this? Or making remakes to games that, again, we didn't ask for.
But again, I will say in that case, there is an element of game preservation. But I don't know if the industry did better about preserving their own games. Maybe we wouldn't have to worry about this. But, you know, again, everything just points to capitalism at this point. So,
right. Yeah.
That's why I haven't even bothered to fix the button.
Right.
This is like capitalism. What's wrong with capitalism? The show.
Uh-huh.
And it still really gets to me every time I listen to somebody like Jeff Grubb. How do we solve the problems with the game industry? Have you looked at capitalism? Maybe getting rid of that.
Have you ever thought about making cheaper games?
You know, working in a sustainable industry that isn't about growth.
That's not about infinite growth. And what James Stephanie Sterling says all the time, you have to make all of the money all of the time, otherwise it's not a success. And I'm like, that is not sustainable, because at some point somebody's going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to buy that game because I don't have all of the money all of the time.
But yeah, definitely a lack of creativity. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's a lack of creativity. Yeah. Meanwhile, in the indie space,
right? In software and hardware updates, Google launches Android 15. It is now available on Pixels. Go download it. I should also, follow my own advice.
I should do the same because I too have a Pixel.
I probably have the 15 beta on my phone already. Excuse me. And that's it. Damn, that's a show. Oh, and just in case y'all wondering why I turned it's nothing. It's just the topics for the show. It's just a list. It's just a list. It is only a list. It's a list of things we talked about because it's now the end of Tech Talk Thursdays. Okay, I'm done. Kev.
Yes, sir.
What do you have going on this week?
Not a lot, Hopefully getting my yard back together, finally got a lot of that yard debris out of my yard. So now it's just like, cool. Now it'd be a good time to it's basically get rid of the big chunky yard debris, and whatever's left, just kind of mow over it. So I need to go make a petrol run for my mowers. So I'm gonna get my lawn cut, and then once I get my lawn cut, then I can finally relax a little bit. I got my hedges trimmed, so I'm feeling good about that. Yeah. So now I'm just I'm just focusing on getting my yard cleared up and in a good state, and also start dabbling with some of the spooky stuff. And by spooky I mean spooky for kids. Not definitive horror So basically,
Costume
like,
Quest.
yeah, basically, like, the Disney Channel, like, original movies, like Under Wraps and Halloween Town, and other movies like Hotel Transylvania, which I've only seen like one of. So, and I know all of them are out on demand in some way. So I'm probably gonna sit down and probably watch it. If I don't watch none, I'll just watch two, and just basically watch some cute shit, and of course watch Scary Godmother because that's Scary Godmother's goat. Um, and and of course finish up playing some demos and upload the remaining. I've uploaded the remainder of the Steam Next Fest coverage. I just got to go through the process of like adding thumbnails and typing adding hashtags and tags and game descriptions and tinkering with copyright and make sure make sure the copyright checks are good, whatever. So yeah, nothing major, nothing, and nothing major, and that's about it.
Dope. Kev, I'm upset. You haven't noticed my new haircut.
Oh yeah, you had to braid it back. That's nice.
That's right. Look at that.
And you got the side shaved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking crisp.
And why would I be looking crisp, Kev?
Oh, for your first day of work?
That's right. That's what I got going on this week, baby.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, so that's right. Officially, your boy is going back to work next week. So that's pretty much what's taking up most of my time, my brain bandwidth. I will say you may start seeing more frequent news happening, but like a day late. As I'll probably be adding a lot of stuff at night for the next day. So I mean, it's whatever. Or if you're on Discord, you will probably see a shit ton of articles start being added late at night. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to look like. Me being able to access personal stuff on work time. Again, I'm trying to be a little bit better. So I'm trying to separate that a little bit and see how that works out for me, because you're back when your boys first got into work. I tried to mix that up a little bit, for better for worse, it's a thing. But hey, try something new. But it should not affect the show any. Well, no, it will, only in the fact that I might be posting them on Friday, the shows on Friday in perpetuity from here on out. Because like that is a work from home day for me, and I can kind of do that on the side. If nothing, like just making sure like things are edited and exported from Premiere on time, and then like make sure the uploads and posting and stuff happens on Friday. But yeah, I would imagine next week's Thursdays may be late getting up. And those I don't mind being late because those kind of sit for a month. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Hopefully, the disruption won't be too bad. Outside of that, let's see, we got some soccer stuff going on with Caden. We went to his first game, or his first little soccer practice thing last Saturday. The boy's good. He used a little control, but I mean, he's pretty good. Better following directions than we thought he'd be. So that was pretty refreshing. But yeah, so we got that going on Saturday. I think we got some canvassing to do Saturday. Still wait. Might have to call the insurance people tomorrow to figure out what's going on with the approval for repairs. Did I I did cover that. We did talk about that last week, where they called me before I started streaming Thursday afternoon. So I did go get it estimated, got the estimates. Now I'm waiting for the insurance company. Hopefully I'll hear back something so that I can kind of take care of some of the stuff before I have to go back to work, because it's going to be really difficult once I am in the office and can't really move about, or even when I'm working from home and maybe not move about like I want to. So yeah, that's about it, man. Just work starts next week, bro.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you, dog.
So yeah, that's all I've got. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode. Look, oh, by the way, we have talked to Sin. He is. I don't even know if he's assured me he'll be back next week. I don't know.
Like I hope he's okay.
He is.
And I hope that it's not like a pressing family emergency.
Yeah.
But if no, then we're gonna have to have words.
Yeah.
But not because I feel like he's done something wrong, but I feel like that is something that we have to be like, hey, do you remember when I had that conversation to Major?
Well, I was like, look, I'm good this time.
Proper communication. We need to have that conversation in full again. We need to have that conversation again. Because when one is not going to be out for multiple days and multiple occasions, you must let people know you are not okay. You should not let people have to contact you and let them know. So again, I hope you are okay, but please don't do that shit again. So yeah, we must have. I must have words. I must have words, but I'm more like, but I'm holding that until such a time as we can actually sit down and actually have the full conversation. So yeah.
Tune in for the full conversation.
Yes.
We're gonna host it on ESPN. You know, ESPN got fined because of the commercials they aired for the NBA season contained the emergency signal or the emergency response noise, and people complained about it.
Yeah.
Why did they think that was a good idea?
It's like like that.
Yeah. Why did they think that was a good idea?
I don't know.
Anywho, let's get up out of here. Thank you everybody for tuning into another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Of course, if you are watching us, if you're watching us live and you would like to catch up on previous episodes, you can go to majors.house/TTT for the audio version and majors.house/TTT-vid for the video version. Of course, if you're listening to this on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever pods are caught, or on YouTube, you can catch live shows each and every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/MajorLinux. Of course, if you would like to reach out to us, ttt@majorshouse.com is where you can find us. Our social medias are also down below. And you can also hit up the Discord, majors.house/Discord, where we talk about a good chunk of things. And now political discussions have been happening, which I enjoy. I appreciate. Trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Again, even though we're celebrating gainful employment here, it's going to be a while before your boy gets a paycheck. So, hey, if you would like to help support the channel, would like to help support the Majors House network of servers, please, ko-fi.com/MajorLinux. I did not pin it today because, hey, we've actually met the goal for October. We're actually solving. We've got runway until November 21st. But again, November 21st will be run out of runway. And I am not sure if I'm going to have a paycheck by then. So please, if you can help out, I will have the link in the description of the show on YouTube on dcanalyst.net and the podcast show notes. Speaking of dcanalyst.net, that's where you can go to catch everything that we do on DC Analyst. It's kind of light now because things have been changing, but I don't know. I've been thinking, especially after the mini rant from earlier today or earlier in the show, maybe there's going to be an article. I don't know, because I've ranted now. I don't feel like I want to write it. I got it off my chest. But I do feel like there's some stuff that does need to be talked about with regards to that, because people be staying silent about people that they want to hold on pedestals, because the liberals think they're leftists and they are not. And it's showing. It is showing in spades. But that's enough political talk here. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Of course, you all could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream in the world. You couldn't even read the tech and gaming news yourself, but you said no thank you. All of this news lacks creativity, and Tech Talks Thursdays brings it in. And for that, I say thank you. And all I got left to say to you wonderful people out there is nobody's going to save us but ourselves. I love you, and peace.
On the forever.
I did that weird. That was weird, but we'll worry about that later.